Hey, welcome back. So today we are making Agar Petri dishes that will allow us to grow and purify our own cultures at home. This recipe was taken from the third edition of Growing Gourmet and Medicinal Mushrooms by Paul Stamets, and it can be found on page 85 in chapter 12. Awesome book. I highly recommend it. I'm going to put the recipe up on the screen for a quick reference. These ingredients are mixed into 500 milliliters of water. We're going to start with weighing out a gram of nutritional yeast, and we're going to grind this up in a mortar to make it a bit finer and easier to dissolve in the hot water. This step isn't something you have to do, but I've noticed that when I don't do it, some material clumps up and collects at the bottom when I'm ready to pour the plates. We're going to tap in the nutritional yeast and get it mixing while we weigh out the other ingredients. We measured out 400 milliliters of distilled water and added it to a media bottle with a stir bar and brought it up to near boiling on a hot plate stirrer. Next, we need 10 grams of dry malt extract, or DME. This is something you could get from a local homebrew shop or online. We're going to tap this into the solution and get it mixed in. It serves as an energy source for the growth of yeast and fungi. Now we need 10 grams of agar-agar. This is going to make the mixture stiffen up like jello as it cools down to room temperature. Just like the dry malt extract, it's best to add this into the media bottle slowly to prevent clumping. Finally, we're going to measure out half a gram of peptone and mix that into solution as well. The peptone will provide the microorganisms we grow on the Petri dishes with necessary nitrogen, carbon, and other nutrients. I top up the media bottle with another 100 milliliters, bringing the total volume to 500 milliliters, and then I add a couple drops of blue food coloring. This will just make it easier to spot contaminations later on, and it's a bit more aesthetically pleasing. So we're going to have to sterilize all this in a pressure cooker. So we're going to fire this up and get it heating while we prepare the Petri dishes. So I wrap up the dishes in aluminum foil to prevent any condensation from forming in the plates while they're pressure cooking. And then I do the same thing for the media bottle. And then I keep the lid about a quarter turn loose so that no pressure can build up. Now the Petri dishes and agar go into the pressure cooker for 30 minutes at 15 psi. And after 30 minutes is up, we're going to turn off the heat and let it cool for about 2.5 hours or so. We're going to take the glove box that we built in another video and we're going to wipe it down with 70% isopropyl alcohol. And we're going to put some paper towel in the box that is saturated in isopropyl alcohol so we can wipe down the gloves. We're going to take off the aluminum foil and put these off to the side. Because these Pyrex Petri dishes are so large, I usually have to stack them in stacks of 2 or 3. I can't do much more than that because usually the gloves are slippery and it's difficult to hold. Now we carefully lift off the lids of the Petri dishes and then we pour about a 1/4 inch or so of media in each dish. I found that the large Petri dishes that I'm using take about 90 milliliters or so of agar to fill up the bottom and be about a 1/4 inch thick. And if you stack the Petri dishes after pouring the media, that'll also help to keep condensation from forming on the lids. And we're going to do the same thing with the polypropylene Petri dishes. Just lift off the lid, quickly pour in about a 1/4 inch or so of media, and move on to the next one. And in the next video, we're going to show some techniques on how to inoculate the Petri dishes we just did to grow your own cultures at home. If you like the content, make sure you like, subscribe, or follow, and thanks for watching.